Humans are evolving, but our culture is driving that to an extreme. We also have some incredible new inventions that will continue to drive our evolution, such as artificial wombs. We did know and have known that humans continue to evolve. That's just impossible for that not to happen. Even when it comes to living fossils, so animals like, say, alligators that look very much the same as they did millions of years ago, they're still evolving. What makes alligators not change is that they have very sufficient DNA repair mechanisms. We don't. We're going to have a mutation every time. It makes us age and it gives us cancer, but we don't have a choice in whether or not we're going to change generation to generation. While we don't have stuff like storms coming through, wiping out entire swaths of the human population, we have other stuff. A ear infection is no longer something that will eventually cause meningitis. That's an extreme example. It's no longer going to cause, like, permanent hearing loss. That cut on your finger is no longer going to result in tetanus, so long as, you take proper precautions. We have seen stuff like children's heads getting larger, which makes sense because C-sections are common, but we also have ample nutrition these days. What really sets us apart is something that, say, octopi don't have. Octopi are incredibly intelligent. They've passed tests like the marshmallow test, in which they have to wait for a greater reward. That's something that 7-year-old children can usually do, and will significantly struggle with that earlier. We have cultural inheritance. The level of technology that we have in every generation is increasing exponentially. When I was a kid, I watched DVDs become popular and go out of fashion. I actually still use DVDs because when I buy stuff from streaming services, there's no guarantee it'll still be there later, and I just want to have it. You get what I'm saying. The technology that we're passing from generation to generation is a kind of evolution all on its own. It's changing the way that we live, it's changing who gets to succeed, and we will see it in our genetics. Also, you should be really interested to know that people made the very first placental organoids. This is a big step towards having artificial wombs that start at fertilization. That's not something we can currently do. There's a lot of stuff that happens, like hormonal regulation from the mother to the child, but creating a placenta is one of those things that we need for the basics of it. That kind of tech, however, could be applied to stuff like extrauterine wombs. This is used for lambs. It involved using the umbilical cord as kind of like an ECMO system, extracorporeal oxygenation. It can only be done late term, but we've seen updates in 2024. The first one came out in 2017. It's getting better, and it's been tested successfully on multiple lambs, which means we have a chance using this tech to save preterm babies. It is incredibly common to have a preterm child, and the technology has gotten better, much better, but we're still not there yet. Having a safe place to store that baby while its lungs develop, while its organs develop, while its heart develops, and skin, so it doesn't have to maintain homeostasis. Homeostasis meaning like regulating your own body temperature. You're not supposed to do that at, say, like 6 months. You're supposed to get that from your mama, but that's not always the case. This kind of tech could and likely will save lives, and I'm really excited for it. Just remember though, we're getting closer to cutting out the middleman altogether, and having fully artificial wombs from the start will absolutely change society. Let's hope we get there. Because, stem cell research is involved in doing stuff like this. What do you think? Are you excited for the new technologies? I am. My sister-in-law's a NICU nurse, and I've heard a lot of stories. We do need to do better, and we're getting there, albeit slowly. The major technological leaps is always the hope.